This is a time of awareness and breaking cycles. And YouTube is one of the ways to do so. Have you ever gone through something you feel you're the only one going through it? All you wish is to have someone to listen to you and validate your experience. YouTube is just behind Google as the second most popular search engine that people like myself and you go to look for information, entertainment, education, inspiration, life hacks, you name it. And that's the reason why you clicked on this video. And I'm glad you're here. Hi, I'm Elsa and welcome to this channel on all things mindset, self-growth, and everything in between. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the reasons I decided to join YouTube in my late 30s and hopefully encourage you to do it too. The first reason I decided to join YouTube in my late 30s is really life lessons. I'm talking about loss and betrayal specifically. If you're old enough, it's safe to say that we all have been through losses and betrayal. And if you haven't yet, brace yourself, because it will come at some point in your life. I guess it's part of life, and going through it can feel overwhelming and be a very lonely experience, especially when you don't have nobody in your immediate circle who has experienced the same as you to confide in. But what doesn't unalive you only can make you stronger and wiser. Therefore, here's how YouTube comes in. Knowing that there's someone somewhere who has also experienced the same as you or went through a similar situation can give you the hope you desperately need to encourage you to pull yourself out of the pit you find yourself in. And that's what YouTube has done for me. I'm trying to tell you that the same people who struggle at some point in their lives are somebody's inspirations today and beam of light and hope that make the burden less heavy in their current situation. These people in reality are all of us who went through stuff, me, you, who live to tell others that there's a way out. And it does not matter how hard it might be right now, there will always be a way out as long as you're still breathing. So imagine yourself being an inspiration to someone. The second reason I decided to join YouTube in my late 30s is because I feel a calling to inspire others. It may sound as a cliche, but as I've been inspired by other creators on YouTube, this ties to my first point. I believe in the changing power of having a community where everybody can inspire each other to become the best versions of themselves in all areas of their lives, despite of the obstacles you may face on your way to your dream life. My life has followed a path that I never imagined or expected it would. I haven't yet achieved all the things society expected me to achieve at a certain age, and I had to stop and look deep inside and ask myself this question. Who is to dictate the direction of my life but myself? After all, none of the noisy voices in society will ever be in my shoes, feel or experience life as I do. So I keep reminding myself that I can make my own path. And this time around, I'm taking the pen and writing my own rules, free from society and family expectations. Because for the first time, I'm learning to accept and embrace that my path is different from everybody else and is my own to walk in. It hasn't been easy coming to this understanding, but necessary to keep striving for my goals. In fact, doubt and uncertainty still creeping in. I have also realized that a no in this chapter of my life is not a denial as long as I'm still breathing. The third reason I decided to join YouTube in my late 30s is because I'm still in the search of a deeper purpose rather than just existing. And in the process, I have accepted, or at least I'm trying to accept, that my purpose might just be in the pain I was trying to run away from. Sometimes our past carries not so happy memories that make us want to run away from it. Lock it in a room and just carry on living life as if it didn't affect us, but it does. And if it isn't addressed, we may never reach our full potential. And that's something I wouldn't forgive myself when my time comes. Even though it's hard to talk about it, because it isn't something that I'm used to share, sometimes it may just be the path to the liberation of the soul. For instance, acknowledging out loud that I don't have emotionally healthy parents when I'd been brainwashed since birth to the contrary. It's a tough pillow to swallow and hard to come to terms with, and only people who had this type of upbringing will understand and identify with. However, it's my responsibility moving forward. I believe many of us can consider ourselves fortunate in the digital era despite its polarizing sides. Social media has given us awareness, to a certain extent, knowledge and shared experiences of the reality of many undiagnosed mental disorders running rampant in our societies, which is allowing many of us to identify and recognize for the first time unhealthy patterns of behavior within our own families, friendships, and workplaces. Something unheard of just a little over a decade ago. So YouTube, once again, as a platform, has made possible for just about anybody to have a voice on any subject and field out there. And of course, I believe all within the policies of what is acceptable by the platform, where many people talk about their experiences, and also professionals in the mental health space have shared invaluable knowledge and tools that have helped many that otherwise wouldn't be exposed to such a knowledge of what they are going through if it weren't for many mental health and wellness communities across social media platforms. This is a time of awareness and breaking cycles, and YouTube is one of the ways to do so. The fourth reason I joined YouTube in my late 30s, and you should too, is to conquer my fear of exposure. It takes time to master the courage to put yourself out there if you aren't used to be out there in the internet, but like so many other creators have overcome their fear of exposure and have reached out to hundreds and thousands of people with their stories and experiences. I feel the responsibility to overcome my own fears and hope that my story resonates with you or someone somewhere in this wide world. So, if you don't take anything from this video, at least take this last one. Be encouraged to expose yourself in a way that will make a difference in someone else's life, like many other creators who will probably never get to know me, be it for me and others. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Please comment what was your main takeaway from this video and share what steps are you going to take to start your YouTube journey. Like, subscribe, share, and click the bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.